from this mind-numbing crap and took off their capitalist-tinted optics to see the truth. Just think about what you're watching. All of its primitive neuron-zapping entertainment, catering to humanity's basest instincts. Interviews with stars who sold their soul to the devil. Cursed prophets spreading the gospel of selfishness. Commercials telling you to buy this, chip this, eat this. It's all just muck that they're pumping into your brain, so you lose the ability to reflect, doubt, dream, ask uncomfortable questions about life. Just think, why do we have to destroy our bodies to find a job? Why do we have to pay off endless debt and yet pay higher taxes than a billionaire? Why are we afraid of the police more than all of Night City's gangs put together? Turn off your TV! That's right, come on! Now go and see how many blue screens go darken your neighbor's windows! That's how many of us there are! Think about what would happen if we all got up from our knees, united as one. Believe me, that day will come, and sooner than you think.
Mr. Stern, all night, every night. Don't be soft. Upgrade now.
International segment, reports of hardship have emerged from Alaska. According to the Incorporated Press, corn harvests have dropped by 80% from last year's yields, the result of catastrophically heavy rains and floods plaguing the region. Local authorities are under obligation to provide nearly 80 million bushels of their crop to Biotechnica, the engineers behind the frost corn hybrid species. The city of Juneau now faces a difficult choice of whether to honor the agreement, causing severe shortages in Alaska, or break the contract and forego next year's seed corn delivery from Biotechnica. Whether you believe Alaskans deserve humanitarian aid, or perhaps a lesson in self-reliance, cast your vote at the address below. Freak accident or targeted attack. Nanobees terrorize the residents of Milan. Eyewitness accounts tell us 7 million of the Fenghuang nanobots suddenly ceased their pollination functions and buzzed straight for the Lombardy capital, though the cause remains unknown. The nanobees infested several buildings and moving vehicles, causing numerous reported accidents. The mayor of Milan, Lorenzo Ricci, announced the formation of an investigative committee to determine the cause behind the bizarre phenomenon. Ever dreamed of being a head of state? Now may be your chance. Luxury real estate firm No Limits at All has announced another 15 artificial islands, available for sale now. Each island spans at least 3 square miles and possesses a foundation built to withstand an 8 on the Richter scale. Because they are located in international waters, island owners fall under no nation's jurisdiction and are free to establish and enforce local law and custom. For more information on your future slice of paradise, visit the address below. In the meantime, this lovely West Coast weather isn't a bad substitute. Thanks for tuning in, Night City. And you're watching WNS News. The 27th Annual Conference of the Implant Manufacturers Association recently came to a close. One of the hottest topics discussed was the ever-increasing rate of cyber psycho attacks. Over the last decade, the number of incidents has increased as much as 43%. Lamar Kalinsky, association chairman, emphasized that it isn't the implants who kill people, but the individuals themselves who misuse their products. A fair point, Mr. Kalinsky. In Antony, just outside of Paris, dangerous left-wing political extremist Thomas Clichy was finally apprehended. Clichy has sowed unrest for years, urging European governments to restore pensions, annuities, and social benefits, despite arguments from most economists that such changes would sink GDP growth rates. Clichy faces up to 40 years in prison and is subject to brain dance rehabilitation therapy. In the world of shipping, many ask, when will our oceans be open to us again? In the wake of the Red Decade, key shipping channels remain littered with undetonated explosives, and rogue autonomous submarines continue to attack freight vessels on the open seas. With shipping restricted to ground and air, transport costs have ballooned by more than 3,000%, which in turn has severely slowed the global economy. The governments of the world must step up to the task of opening our oceans for business once more. Call your representative today. Thank you for tuning in to WNS News. See you next time.
Mr. Stern, all night every don't be soft. Upgrade now.
Kaboom! Soya's still machistinor, an explosion of taste!
And this is WNS News. In today's international segment, reports of hardship have emerged from Alaska. According to the Incorporated Press, corn harvests have dropped by 80% from last year's yields, the result of catastrophically heavy rains and floods plaguing the region. Local authorities are under obligation to provide nearly...
Hello, Night City! As always, your business is my business. Today we'll be taking a deep dive into Petrochem Better Life. How's the Choo-Choo super producer doing these days? In a word, tanking. 2076 was a painful year for Petrochem, thanks to severe droughts. Soybean and corn, the fuel's primary components, suffered record low yields. And the salt in the wound? The governments of Brazil and Colombia, where Petrochem has its largest plantations, have planned to seize crop harvests in an effort to quell surging famine and unrest. Although Petrochem's expert team of lobbyists have prevented the seizures so far, company stocks still plummeted as much as 11% last year. But before you kick them out of the window, Petrochem CEO Lars Muhammad announced last week the planned acquisition of 1 million acres of arable land in the USSR, specifically in its Kazakh, Turkmen, and Dagestani territories. Such a weighty investment likely ensures the company will never again suffer from supply shortages that could slow the flow of Chew-2. Should Muhammad's gamble pay dividends, we can expect a mighty resurgence of investor confidence and skyrocketing stock prices. In other words, get out there and buy, buy, buy. And that's today's juiciest take. Until next time, Night City.
Mr. Stern, all night every don't be soft. Upgrade now.
Kaboom! Saw you still machistinor. An explosion of taste.
Oh my god, Juanita here. Today's news is Novamax. Carrie Uridine performed on stage. I'm serious, people. And with who? With the kick-ass cuties from Muscracks. They did a collab on the cult hit Off the Leash. But with a new wild, wild twist. I saw it live and wow, just wow. Energy off the scales. Looks like rumors of Carrie's depression were just noisy chatter. That man was electric. The new Ass Crack single featuring Carrie will have its official premiere tomorrow at midnight. If you don't get it, we can't be friends. Whew! After the break, Linda Oz breaks her silence on her former ex. Ooh. Sometimes I think Night City's kind of a shithole. But I'll tell ya, the grass ain't greener anywhere else. Don't believe me? Then it's time for bullshit closure. At the 74th meeting of the CTSU, the Reds announced a new 5-year plan prepared by Geroy 2, some AI they bolted together in Pskov. They unloaded on this poor Geroy all the Soviets' stickiest problems left to solve. Persistent shortages, catastrophic pollution, and the undying legacy of the Como. Meanwhile, up on the moon, the economy continues its nosedive following the price collapse of the Cheese Rock's main export, Helium-3. Chair of the Lunar Association of H3 producers, Julian Adebayo, said he's actively seeking new markets for their stock. Time being, doesn't seem he's having much luck. In England, the 4 members of the royal family suffered severe chemical burns when they got dumped on by hyperacidic rain while out gallivanting on a fox hunt. For you uncultured folks unfamiliar with English customs, fox hunting is a treasured pastime of the aristocracy, like beating the help or incest. Now, don't know if you heard, but Venezuela's battling another wave of huge forest fires. The state's coca crop got hit hard, with losses estimated at about 8 billion eddies. Once the blaze was extinguished, thousands of people flocked from Caracas to help in the cleanup effort. Really, these selfless acts of solidarity bring a tear to my eye. All right, that's it for today's Bullshit Bulletin. Until next time.
got it.
In a city tingling with desire, Watson. New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
Satisfy your instincts.
Now in real time.
Fury! Carnage! Rude! Follow your instincts!
What up, Night City? Bet you're all still reeling from that botched all foods robbery over in Watson. And if you haven't seen it, feast your optics on this. The moves on this girl. Swoosh, swoosh. Slicing them up like sashimi. Now, a lot of you...
Hello, my name is Arif Iqbal, and this is WNS News. In today's international segment, reports of hardship.
You know the Tricentennial Monument? That huge marble phallus getting erected in D.C.? The one to mark 300 years of independence? Well, I just got word a hurricane dropped it over before they could even finish it off. Can you imagine a better metaphor for today's America? Because for the life of me, I cannot. Actually, no. Saburo Arasaka's handsome mug chiseled into Mount Rushmore. That'd do it. Now, thought maybe I'd take this chance to deliver my own sort of, State of the Union. Nearly 100 million people live in America, half of them below the poverty line. And no, by poverty line, I do not mean the Tex-Mex border. The NUSA currently flexes its muscles as the 24th largest economy in the world, alongside other heavyweights such as Myanmar, Kumambo, and Malawi. One of those names I made up, but I bet y'all don't know which, am I right? The American Education in Action. Alright, Okay, but seriously, 23% of people in the NUS can't read or write, and 52 have difficulty. Only 33% are fully literate. Those numbers don't add up to 100, but I'm guessing you didn't notice that either, did ya? Turns out the majority Americans are just as bad with arithmetic as they are with geography. Just so we're clear, majority means more than half. Now, the average life expectancy of Americans is 58. Not too bad, huh? But if we look at the median, then... Actually, I'm sorry, I'm getting word from my producer that if I start explaining what a median is, we will lose most of our viewer base. So I think it's time for my final word. And I will try to keep it as simple as possible. We are fucked, America. And I don't know how we're gonna fix it. Until next time, you beautiful idiots.
Mr. Stern, oh, now, don't be soft. Upgrade now.
天气看快不色。
Rage! Fury! Carnage! Through! Follow your instincts!
Real blood dripping.
Satisfy your instincts. Welcome to N54. It's time for your local news.
Don't make trouble. Be trouble. There's smoke. This one.
Real blood dripping.
Satisfy your instincts.
You know, sometimes I think Night City's kind of a shithole. But I'll tell ya, the grass ain't greener anywhere else. Don't believe me? Then it's time for bullshit bullshit. At the 74th meeting of the CPSU, the Reds announced a new 5-year plan prepared by Geroy 2, some AI they bolted together into Skull.
In a city tingling with desire, Watson Horror. New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
Welcome to N54 News. I'm Jillian Jordan. We begin now with your latest local news. The 54th anniversary of the AHQ disaster is fast approaching. In 2023, Night City was shaken to its core by the detonation of a tactical nuclear bomb in Arasaka's NC headquarters. 12,000 were killed instantly by the blast, and thousands more later succumbed to acute radiation sickness. This tragic incident, which some ultimately attribute to Arasaka's wanton imperialist tendencies, has forever left a mark on our city's history. And now, an important message for Watson residents. The homelessness problem plaguing the district's sewer system will be addressed as fumigation of the tunnels begins tomorrow. Due to the use of potent neurotoxins, Watson residents are urged to stay clear of storm drains and sewer entrances to minimize risk of injury and death. Next, is it the end of eastbound traffic jams on the I-9? Long-awaited repairs to Ring Road East may begin as early as next month. Estimates put investment into this major artery at close to 20 million euro dollars, with priority being placed on efficiency and anti-nomad barriers. And that is it for your latest local news. After the break, we have a look at our world report.
Follow your instincts!
What up, Night City? Bet you're all still reeling from that botched all foods robbery over in Watson. And
Feeling tired, bored, powerless? Not anymore. Experience all the 16 new flavors and mix it up.
Yo, my Cubers, Shroomers, and Fumers! Mr. Whitey here. Drop that milquetoast kibble and rush to the nearest store for a taste of sweet, sweet, sweet cruise speed. As life is too short to be slow.
oh my god!
In a city tingling with desire, Watson Horror. New episodes every Wednesday at 10. Only on WNS.
Taste the love!
sleep.
Feeling tired, bored, how?
Thanks for tuning in today, my tunes. And remember to keep on shipping in.
Mr. Stern, all night, don't be soft.